Good evening, friends. Welcome to the BISP Solutions. This is Raj Bhatt, and today we are going to dive into three essential features in Oracle PBCS that give you more control over your dimension hierarchies and data. So today we will be discussing about the shared members, user defined attributes, that is UDA, and custom attributes. So let's start with the shared members. So how many of you have ever had a member, say an account like a travel expense, that you need to show under the multiple different parents like corporate overhead and sales department overhead? So the first thought might be to just create two identical members. But what happens when you load the data? You will have to load it to both way. And what if you want to report on the total travel expense across the whole company? So we will discuss about the share member, that what are the share members and how it will use in the planning as well as the forecasting application. So this is the problem that share members solve, and a shared members is simply an alternate path to a single and base member. Think of it like creating a shortcut on your desktop. The file is only in one place, that is the main member, but you can access it from multiple locations. That we will call it as a shared member. So we have taken the example of the travel expenses. A lot of examples are there. We use the shared member in different dimensions like product dimension as well as the entity dimension, where we need the alternative member of the one specific member. So if I talk about its key concepts, so it's one source of truth. So data is only stored on the original or base member. The shared member is just a pointer. This ensures data integrity and prevents duplication. If I talk about the efficiency, so you only need to load the data to the base member, and when you run aggregations, the value will roll up through all hierarchies containing that shared members. When it comes to the visual cue, so in the dimension editor, a shared member is indicated by a distinct icon, or just you can say like insert a brief text description like an arrow pointing to a box, making them easy to identify. So we will understand the whole concept by the paint, so everything should be clear to you. So today we will discuss the alternative hierarchy, and in today's session, under the alternate hierarchy, we will discuss about the three major concepts, that is shared member, UDA, as well as the custom attributes. So first we will talk about the shared members. So today we will go for the alternate hierarchy. And under the alternate hierarchy, we will go for first thing, that is shared member, shared member, and and second one is UDA, that is user defined attributes. Another one would be custom attributes, which is really a significant topic in the planning and forecasting stance. That is custom attributes. So three major topics we will cover today, which will talks about the shared member UDA as well as the custom attributes. So first of all, I will take you to this instance, and there we will discuss that what is shared members. So first we will discuss the key concepts about the shared members. So in the meantime, the application is created. So we will understand with example that what is shared member. So suppose we have two types of thing under the electronics. Rather I would say we have two type of products under the product dimension, that is electronic appliances as well as the home appliances. So under the home appliances, we have the refrigerator as well as the washing machine, and in the electronics we have smartphone and the laptop. Suppose here we have under the electronics we have two things, that is smartphone and then we have a laptop. And under home appliances we have two things, that is refrigerator and washing machine. So the two things we have under the electronics as well as under the home appliances. So these are the smartphone, laptop. In the second we have the refrigerator as well as the washing machine. So if I want these two members, that is smartphone and the washing machine, in brand A under the product dimension, so what I will do I create the new member again, or I will share it? Absolutely, I will share the member, and here I will use the option that is share. So I don't need to make the new member under the product dimension. Already I have the member, and only just the thing is that under the data storage I have to click the option of shared members. So automatically I will create the same or the alternate member under the brand A. So the same dimension, or I would say that the same member would be there under the brand A, that is smartphone and refrigerator. So we will see these all examples under the instance itself, but we are doing it in a simple and easier way. So that's why I'm using the pin, so that the concepts would be more clear to you. So I've taken the example of brand A, that I want a same member under the brand A. So what I will do here, so absolutely I will write the same thing, that is smartphone, and then washing machine. Washing machine. But the main difference would be that it would be shared member. So it would be visible in the instance that it is shared. That's why in front of the member the shared remark would be there. That is shared. So here you can see that what is the shared member and how it is used in the planning instance. So we will see the live example in the instance, that how it works. So let's go to the instance. It is very important alternate hierarchy, where we will learn about the shared members, the alternate members, that if we want to load the data ahead, so we don't need to create the new member on it. Automatically we have to click the option of shared members, and the same member would be there in front of your face. So let's click these three dots and then go to the dimensions, and under the dimension you will see here that we have the different kind of dimensions, that is account, alternate year, channel, entity, HSP view, period, product, scenario, version, as well as the year. So we will go to the entity ones and we will see the practical example, that how the shared members are created and how we use it in the planning instance. So under the total entity, it is taking time. Oh, there is some glitch in the instance, that's why it is taking some time. Otherwise the fast response could be there. So again we can go to the dimensions. Let's see whether it is coming. No, it is not coming. So it is taking some time. So before going to the practical instance, we can also understand the importance of the shared member. So shared members are fundamental for building efficient and scalable application outlines. They address a common challenge in planning and budgeting, when a single member such as product or an account needs to be a part of multiple different reporting or analysis hierarchies. So first major importance of the shared member is data integrity and efficiency. So this is their primary benefit. Instead of creating the duplicate members and risking data inconsistencies, The shared members ensures a single source of truth. All data is stored on the original or a base member. This means you only load the data once and it's available in every hierarchy where the member is shared. So the next benefit of enabling the shared member is hierarchical flexibility. So shared members allows you to create an alternative hierarchy for reporting and analysis. So this is the main function of the shared members. For example, a product dimension could have the primary hierarchy like organized by the region. For example, North America, EMEA, and the secondary shared hierarchy organized by the product category like electronics as well as apparel. So this allows for the dynamic and flexible reporting without duplicating the entire product list. The last importance that the shared member has in planning instance, so it reduces the outline complexity by preventing the creation of redundant members. Shared members help keep the dimensions outlined clean and organized. This reduces the size of the application, which can improve performance and make the application easier to maintain. So I think our application is running well. So we will try, and we will try to create the shared members. Let's go to dimensions again. Now we will click the entity. We go to the total entity. Here you can see the total department. Under the total entity, we can customize this as per our requirement. So under the total sales region, you can see here we have the different child members. That is 450, 440, 430. So we have the different region for the sales. That is sales east region, sales northeast region, sales mid Atlantic region, sales southeast region, as well as the sales south region. We will see its same members would be represented and the different specified member. It is taking a little bit time, but it will be visible after some time. Yeah, so you can see that there is some glitch under the planning instance, that it is already showing that it is taking too long time to respond. So it's okay. We will see this thing in the paint because there is some glitch in the application. Yeah, so under the shared member we have seen its importance and what is the correct concept. So in the next we will see the UDA, that is user defined attributes. So user defined attributes or UDA, it is a new thing in the instance. Shared members are about structure and the hierarchy, but UDAs are about tagging members for the grouping and the targeting. Just imagine you have a long list of accounts. Some are for travel, some are for capital expenditures, and some are for the operating expenses. So how would you easily group all your travel accounts for a report or a calculation? You could write a long list of members' name. But what if a travel account is added to the next month? You would have to update your list. So UDAs are the solution. They are simple, non-numeric labels you attach to the members. They act like a flag. The great thing is that they are dynamic. So the main characteristics as well as the feature of the UDA is really uh, good as well as phenomenal. So first one is that what are the main characteristics or the attributes of the UDAs? So it is dynamic grouping. So in the UDA you can group members that are not necessary in the same hierarchy. This is incredibly useful for the reports and forms. Like if you will use the UDA, so you will absolutely able to understand as well as able to specify the member with the different identification or the unique feature, so that the power users or the administrator could able to understand that which product is specified for the which region. So I'm taking the example of product. It could be accounts as well as the different dimensions too. So second thing that we have, it is very much suitable for the calculation logic. So you can use the UDAs in business rules as well as the calculation. For example, you can write a rule that says for all members with the capex UDA, calculate depreciation. So UDA themselves do not have value, so they do not aggregate, they are purely for the identification. So here we can write that UDA is specifically for the identification. As we have talked about the shared members, it is all about the structure and the hierarchy, but UDA is specifically for the identification, and it will defines the attributes that the member has. Suppose if you have the member of the product X, so how would you identify it? How the administrator or the chief executive officer of that organization would identify it? So simply he will looks on the UDA and he will identify that this sales product is belongs to this region, as well as this specified product belongs to this region. So you can understand the things easily from the UDA. So if I talk about the importance of UDA, so it is really significant, as well as it is really a benediction for the organization that is using the planning and forecasting instance, because under the PBCS, UDA are the most powerful non-numeric text that allows you to group and categorize the members for various purposes, especially for calculations and the reporting. So they are a way to flag members that share a certain characteristic regardless of their position in the hierarchy. So we can understand that how much UDA is useful for the organization as well as for the consultants, that how they are using it. So let's see whether our instance is working or not, because we have faced some glitch under the instance, but we will find it, that what is the reason behind it. So by mistaken it is written uh, identification, so again I will write it here. So UDA is for identification, rather I would say a unique identification of the mapper. again we can click on the URL so that we can refresh the instance once again. Yeah, so we will in the importance of UDA. So first one, that how it is useful. So it is useful in the dynamic grouping for the business rules. So UDAs are the essential for writing robust and scalable business rules instead of hard coding a long list of members in the calculation script. So you can write a single clean rule that applies to all members with a specific UDA calc formula. So when a new account is added and tagged with the same UDA, so it automatically becomes part of the calculation and eliminating the need of update the script. So second importance that we have for the UDA, it is flexible reporting as well as the forms. So UDA can be used to dynamically select the members for reports and the data entry forms. You can design a report to show all accounts tagged with the new product line or the high growth, and the report will automatically update as new members are added to those groups. So this is the main significance of the UDA, that is user defined attributes. So last one that we have the importance, it is targeted analysis. So UDAs allow for the ad hoc targeted analysis. For instance, a financial analyst can quickly filter for all capital expenses accounts across all departments, even if those accounts are in a different hierarchical branches. So this is the main significance of UDA, that is user defined attributes. So again we can try it for the shared members if it is working. Under the total entity we have the total department. Under the 403 we have the several sales east region, and again we will click it. Under management roll up, so we have the sales VP, and in sales direct 2 you can see here that we have the different shared members: 4110, 420, 421, 422. These are all the same members that we have seen under the total entity. So suppose if I want to create a new shared members, so first I will create the main member so that I can create the shared members in the sales VP. So you can see here the edit option is there, edit icon is there, but we will not use it here. Here we have the option for the add sibling. So here we will give the name to new region, that is sales central 1, and here it is never shared, but we will keep it as in shared. It is saying that the base member specified for the shared member could not be located. So we will take as sales north, sales north, northeast. I think it is not coming, some glitches there. Okay, so here I need to add the sibling first. So here I will keep it as 451, 451, and in the alias I will mention it as in sales central, sales center 1. It is never shared, so I will make it as in shared. Why it is not coming? It is the caution. So this is the live problem we are facing, that why it is not coming. Okay, so we can try the different way. Under this we'll add the child. That would be 451, and we will keep it as saved. Now it is loaded, and in the edit icon we can also give the alias name for it, that is sales central 1. Yeah, so here we have given the name in the 451, that is sales center. But one thing that we've not mentioned here, it should be shared. It is not giving me the option for it. Okay, so let's keep it store. Let's keep it store. So it is saved. Now here we will follow the same thing. We will write here the 451, and we will just save it. So you can see here the 451, the shared member is coming, that is sales center. It is shared. So from where we have taken it? From total department we have taken it, from here. So now it is coming, the sales central. So one shared member that we have created. So let's create the UDA for 451. So it is a unique identifier. So from the unique identification we can create the UDAs. So for that we have to click on the add icon. Suppose I'm giving the unique identification to the product. So it is entity, so let's take the product so you can understand the things in a better way. So under the product we will go, and here under the product TP we have the different products, that is product X. So here we will click it on the pencil icon, and we will define the UDA. It is already defined. So under product X someone has defined the UDA. So suppose I want to identify the product X by its color. So I will add here one more thing, that is color. So under the color I will add it. And I will save it. I will edit it here. So we have a different thing, that how I will identify the member from the specified thing. So suppose I don't want to use it here, this one, so I will remove here. So if I want to select color red, so I can edit it from here, that which kind of a specific color I want it. So I want product X to be in red. So it should be in color red, so I will click the option save, and then I will go to add, and automatically the red color would be added to the UDAs, and we will save it. So here, if we want to add the things, if we want to check the UDA, so simply we have to click this member, that is product X, and then we will click on this pencil icon. You can here see this, that pencil icon is visible, and here the option is coming, the UDA. So here you can identify that which color is this and which UDAs we have taken, that is color red. So let's save it and go ahead. So now we will talk about the custom attributes. So what is the custom attributes? It is quite similar to UDA, but it is totally for the group based structuring. So custom attribute is a different thing. So think of them as a more advanced version of UDAs. If a UDA is a simple on or flat, a custom attribute is a field where you can store a specific value. So what if you need to store a specific piece of information for each member, like a percentage, a date, or name? For instance, maybe each properties has a specific overhead allocation or the percentage. So you could store the percentage in a custom attribute. So what are the key attributes of it? So in the value based thing, they hold a specific value, that is text, numeric, or the date, not just a tag. For the second thing, we have the calculation drivers, like in that we have, this is their biggest power. So you can use the value of custom attribute in a business rule, like revenue, attribute where, and bonus rate. The last attribute that we have for custom attributes, it is reporting metadata. So they can be displayed in reports and forms, providing additional context without needing to add new members to your outline. So again, I'm going to the instance, and here we have the instance. So suppose if I want to create the custom attribute, so simply I can click on this arrow, and here you will see the option custom attributes is coming. So simply you have to click on this option. I think this option is enabled, so first we will refresh it, the change. Whatever the changes will take place in the instance, we are bound to refresh the database, because when we will refresh the database, then only the member or the changes would be visible on the instance for the other users. Otherwise it would be vanished. So let's see here how it will impact. Yeah, so we will take the entity here, sum of the entity, even the product, again we can take it. We have the computer equipment. I think this option is disabled for the users. Okay, so this is for the whole group, so we have to click from the beginning itself. So you can see here we have taken the option custom attributes, and under the actions we have the different kind of options, that is create. Even we can also create the custom attribute from this plus icon. So you can see here, so simply you have to click on this plus icon and you can add the unique custom attributes for the group. So suppose in the product I want to add a specific attribute for the parent member. So let's say it would be processor type, and then save it. It would be text, so that's why we have taken the text option. And here under the processor type we can also create the child member, because it is needed to know that which kind of processor type it is. So let's say it is Intel 15. We will take the two things, that is Intel 15 and Intel 17. Intel 15 and Intel 17. So two things we have taken here, Intel 15 and Intel 17, and we will just save it here. And we will close it. So under the product, if we will open this thing, and we will go to the click option, the pencil icon, we will see here the attribute values is coming. So which kind of attribute value we want, so we can select it. Suppose we want that product 100 is for Intel 15. So I will simply click it and I will edit and just save it. So here under the product X you can see that product X is specifically for Intel 15 processor type. So under the custom attributes you can see the option view is coming. If you will click on the view, so simply you can see that it is the processor type of Intel 50 that we have assigned in the previous thing, that is assigned attribute value. So this is the simple thing today that we have talked about. One more thing we have to cover, that is loading metadata. So in loading metadata we will simply throw some light on classic method, and in tomorrow we will cover cover a different kind of way to load the metadata, but today we are focusing upon the classic editor method. So let's open the dimension account. Under the alias we have the balance sheet. Just drill it down. So under the cash and cash equivalents, under the cash and cash equivalents, we have money, cash and marketable securities. So if I want to add the more child members under the cash and cash equivalent, so from two ways I can create it. So first one is sibling, add sibling. So first member that under the cash and cash we will select, that is cash at inventories, and we will simply save it. So here you can see here the cash at inventory is coming. Even from the adding the child, we can also create the new member under the cash and cash equivalents. So we will add the child. Here we will keep it as 110009, and under the alias we will keep it as cash at securities, and simply we will save it. It is telling the dimension member need cash at securities. Okay, so it is trailing the white space. So yeah, some glitch is coming, so we will take empty here. Simply we will take cash at bank. Yeah, so now it is added. So under this you can mention that we have added the cash at bank. So this is the normal classic method through which we can load the metadata and how it will be used. So this is how we load the metadata and how we can take the different members into the instance. So today we have discussed the most important thing, that is alternate hierarchy and loading metadata. We have not discussed the importance of custom attributes, so let's have some light on it. So custom attributes are an extension of UDAs. While a UDA is a simple tag, a custom attribute is a specific data field tied to a member. They can store numeric text or date values and are critical for driving advanced calculations and providing richer metadata. So what are its importance? So first importance is that it is driving the dynamic calculation. So this is a core use case. So instead of storing a fixed percentage or a value in a business rule, you can store it as a custom attribute on a dimension member. So the next thing is that it has the rich metadata for reporting. It means custom attributes add a valuable context to members. This information can be displayed directly in a report, providing a deeper insights without cluttering the main outline. And the last important is that it is simplifying the data entry and maintenance. So by storing attributes directly on the dimension members, you can centralize the key information. This prevents users from having to look up to this information in external spreadsheets and ensures consistency across the application. So this is the main thing, that how this works. If we talk about the synchronized relationship between UDA shared members as the custom dimension, so they work together to create a robust application. So shared members handle where and how of a member's position in the hierarchy, and UDAs answer that what by categorizing members for calculation and reporting. So as far custom attributes is concerned, so it provides the how much or when storing specific values that drive a logic or a provide context. So by leveraging these features, PBCS administrators can build a more flexible, maintainable and powerful planning and budgeting application that can easily adapt to a business changing needs. So that was all about the today's session. I hope you have enjoyed this session. So if question would be there for today's session, so you can ask me on the comments without any hesitation. I will try to solve it.